Hey, travelers of the cosmic highway, welcome back to All Roads, where every path leads to a wild idea worth exploring. Today, we're flooring the gas pedal on a government-run economy, souped up with AGI and robots, because why settle for potholes when you could cruise on a utopian superhighway? Buckle up, because this ride's got stats, laughs, and a few what-ifs to keep you thinking. Let's roll. What would the GDP results be with a successful government program, plus AGI and robots? Picture this. Uncle Sam trades his Stars and Stripes top hat for a shiny AI headset, ditches the private sector like an ex at a bar, and hands the keys to the economy to an artificial general intelligence, AGI, backed by a robot army. We're talking full government control, labor, investment, manufacturing, all humming under a system so efficient it'd make a Swiss watch blush. But what happens to GDP if this actually works? Spoiler. It's a number bigger than my last grocery bill after forgetting coupons. Let's break it down with some humor, some math, and a dash of holy crap, could this happen? The starting line. Where we're at right now, in March 2025, the US GDP's chugging along at about $28 trillion a year. That's a spicy meatball of cash, cooked up by private companies hawking iPhones and Big Macs, with the government pitching in about 35 to 40% through defense, roads, and keeping Grandpa's Medicare afloat. Growth's a modest 2 to 3% annually, cute, but not exactly setting the world on fire. Enter the dream scenario, a government program so successful it turns this mixed market stew into a perfectly blended smoothie, with AGI as the blender and robots as the fruit. AGI and robots crash the party. First meet AGI, think of it as Tony Stark's JARVIS, but with a PhD in everything and no snark, sadly. It's not just number crunching, it's inventing, planning, and adapting like a human, only faster and without coffee breaks. Pair that with robots, millions of them, building skyscrapers, harvesting kale, and probably judging our Netflix habits. Together they could turn the economy into a sci-fi blockbuster. Here's how they juice the GDP. Efficiency overdrive, AGI spots waste, like 17 car brands making the same SUV, and consolidates it. Robots work 24/7. No bathroom breaks. Waste drops 10 to 15%. Productivity jumps the same. Year 1 GDP, 29 to 29.4 trillion, and climbing like my anxiety during tax season. Everyone's got a job, even the bots. Unemployment's at 4% now, 6 million idle folks. AGI assigns them roles, or robots take over. Each bot, or worker, adds $50,000 to $150,000 in value. Boom, 300 billion to 1 trillion extra, pushing GDP to 28.5 to 30 trillion short term. Investment on steroids. Corporations hoard cash like dragons. AGI reinvests it all. 30% of GDP, 8.4 trillion, into factories, R&D, robot yoga studios. Kidding about that last one. Maybe. Medium-term GDP hits $31 to $35 trillion in 5 to 10 years. Innovation goes warp speed. AGI cracks fusion power by Tuesday. Robots build the plants by Friday. Each breakthrough adds 2 to 5% growth. $560 billion to $1.4 trillion yearly. Long-term, $40 to $70 trillion by 2035. The numbers game short-term. 1 to 5 years. $35 to $40 trillion. Robots flood factories. AGI optimizes the chaos. Growth hits 5 to 7%. Eat your heart out, Wall Street. Medium term, 5 to 15 years. $50 to $70 trillion. Bots replace half the workforce. AGI invents stuff we can't pronounce. 10% growth becomes the norm. Long term, 20 plus years. $100 trillion or bust. Asteroid mining, free energy. GDP might not even matter when robots hand us everything on a silver platter. Compare that to today's 2 to 3% crawl, $36 to $41 trillion by 2035. And this is a rocket ship strapped to a Tesla. But here's the kicker. It's all hypothetical sunshine unless the government pulls it off without tripping over its own red tape. Steps to make this utopia real. So how do we get there without the wheels falling off? Here's the roadmap. Build the brain. Develop a GI that's smarter than us but doesn't turn us into pets. Test it in Sims: Economy Edition first. 3 to 5 years. Data highway. Wire the country with sensors, factories, farms, your fridge. A GI needs the full scoop. 2 to 4 years. Robot rollout. Mass-produce bots. 10 million to start, 100 million later. Power them with solar or AGI's fusion magic. 5 to 7 years. Take the wheel, nationalize industries, let AGI set quotas. Start small, healthcare, then go big. 5 to 10 years. Human Plan B. Retrain workers for creative gigs or pay them to chill with UBI. Keep them happy, not rioting. 3 to 7 years. Scale it up. A GI and bots churn out homes, food, spaceships. No waste, all gain. 5 to 15 years. Win the crowd. Free stuff sells itself. Showcase the wins. Add a human council so AGI doesn't go Skynet. Ongoing. Defend the dream. Robots guard the borders, share the tech globally, or hoard it like a jealous dragon. 10 to 20 years. The catch, because there's always one. This assumes the government doesn't botch it with corruption or a whoops, AGI hates us moment. History's littered with flops. USSR stagnated, Venezuela imploded. But AGI and robots, they're the wild cards past failures never had. If it works, we're golden. If it flops, we're eating canned spam at 25 trillion GDP, tops. Thought-provoking bit. Imagine a world where robots build your house for free, AGI cures cancer overnight, and you're sipping a mojito wondering, what's my purpose now? Freedom's messy, but this efficiency's sterile. Would you trade chaos for perfection? Before we wrap up, All Roads would like to express gratitude to CP Paragon and Artie Ingersoll for their valuable contributions to this video. And there you have it, Road Warriors. A government-run economy with AGI and robots could skyrocket GDP to $70 trillion or more if they nail it. It's a wild ride from bureaucracy to bottopia, but would you hop on? Hit that like button if you're Team Utopia, smash subscribe for more journeys down the weird and wonderful, and drop a comment. Freedom or efficiency, what's your pick? Until next time, keep exploring where all roads lead. Safe travels.